Hi dears, welcome to English classes at Radhika Dinesh. All palaces are temporary palaces is a poem taken from AEC III for Sciences. This is a poem which is a mixture of science and literature, and it is written by the American poet Rosebud Ben-Oni. At first, let's have a look into the biography of Rosebud Ben-Oni. She is an American poet, playwright, and performer of Mexican and Jewish descent. Even though she is well known as an American poet, she was from Mexico. Actually, her parents were from Mexico, and she has a Jewish descent, that is, Jewish inheritance. She is very well known for blending personal identity with the themes of science, religion, and pop culture. We already said about the poem, which is a mixture of science, literature, religion, and culture. So she is using, or she is mixing up her poetry or her literature or her writing with some elements from science, religion, and pop culture. So we can see some elements of the Mexican culture, American culture, and Jewish tradition along with science in her poems. She explores identity, belonging, and transformation. uh, the question of identity and belonging are relevant and recurrent themes of her poems. It incorporates scientific concepts, particularly from quantum physics, into poetry. That is, she is incorporating, that is, she is mixing up, or she is adding some amount of scientific concepts to poetry. She is known for experimental language and bold imagery. His images are very well known. Most of them were taken from science, and the language is also quite different from other writers. Introduction to the poem. The poem explores the child's innocent curiosity about asteroid mining. That is actually, the poem is a conversation between a child and her aunt. The child is only 6 years old, and she is asking some questions on asteroid mining and some that is terrestrial things to her aunt. Then it delves into scientific, philosophical, and existential themes. Apart from this, she is asking so many questions which are related to scientific, philosophic, and existential. That is, why do we exist on this earth? This is the last question she is asking to her aunt. And with all these questions, with some of these questions, the aunt has become tongue-tied. There is no answer for such questions. She is not at all aware of the answers for such questions. So that is happening to the aunt, our maybe it may be our poetess, and it combines modern science with human connection. So there is a connection. That is, science is very much influencing human life. So a lot of connections are there between science and human life today. Today. So all these are relevant to the modern world. All these questions are relevant to the modern world. Let's explore which are the key themes of the poem. Curiosity and innocence. We know that it is a 6-year-old child is asking questions. So it is out of her curiosity she is asking questions. It sparks deep reflection. We know that she is how much influenced by this universe that is revealed through her questions. Then human progress, references to asteroids mining and advanced technology. And she is asking questions on asteroid mining and the advancement of technology. That is, human life is not only limited to the earth, but it is far removed from earth to some other planets or some other uh, terrestrial bodies. Then existential wonder, questions about life's purpose and meaning. She is asking some questions related to the existence. Why do we exist on this earth? What are we doing on this earth? Okay, all these questions are related to some of the existential wonder. That is, this 6-year-old lady, that not a lady, but a child, is thinking about the existentialism. What will happen to us after a few years? How can we exist on this earth after a few years? All these questions are made by this niece. Then connection, the bond between the speaker and the child. That is, there is a close bond between the speaker and the child, and we know that at last the author or the poet has become tongue-tied. She doesn't know the answers. Anyway, she determines herself that she will return one day with all the answers. With a lot of symbols and images, the poem has become very beautiful, or the poet has made this poem very beautiful. Let's explore which are the symbols and images used by Rosebud Ben-Oni in this poem. Asteroid mining is a great symbol. That is here, with this asteroid mining, she is symbolizing human exploration and ambition. See, we are ready to mine even the asteroids. That is, our mining um, has been mining tradition has been extended to the asteroids also, and it reveals the ambition of humans. Then pentaquark is another symbol, that is balance and the necessity of opposites, quark and pentaquark. That is, the universe is very big. Okay, that is, we cannot imagine the size of the universe as it is so big. At the same time, humans have explored the smallest particle atom and subdivided it into neutrons, protons, and electrons. Even they are ready to subdivide these electrons and other particles into quarks and pentaquarks. So they are very minute particles. So it symbolizes a kind of contrast between these two. That is, the universe is very bigger, but at the same time, humans are very much interested in the smaller things also. Then burning temple, it's a symbol of sudden profound realization. So the poet, out of after hearing so many questions from her niece, she has realized that only a few things were revealed. Okay, she knew a few things. Then train tracks at home, finding belonging and clarity. So she is ready to go to some other places from this niece, and she is telling that someday she will return with the answers of all these questions. Let's do the meanings of some lines. Each line reveals layers of meaning from science to personal reflection. That's we have already said about the structure of the poem. Though it is a poem, but a lot of scientific and philosophical references are there in this poem. The child's curiosity leads to a meditation on discovery and existence. So we know that the child is very curious regarding the universe or the size of the universe, what is going to happen in this universe, etc. Then human achievements are celebrated but also questioned for their impact. So at last the poem is questioning, that is, with the question, why do we live on this earth? Okay, a kind of existentialism is happening. So with this poem, the poet is revealing that all palaces are temporary palaces. We cannot stay here for a long period of time. That is, this earth won't be suitable for life anymore. So all these themes are discussed in this very short poem. As we already said, the poem bridges science and philosophy through poetic language. It highlights the importance of curiosity and reflection. The child is very curious, and it is the duty of the aunt to answer all those questions, but she can't. That is the result. then encourages discussions on progress, meaning, and human connections. Anyway, she wants to find out all the answers. So it's a kind of exploration or a kind of curiosity in the aunt also. So all these themes are revealed in this poem. After listening to this video, you have to refer to the text, and at the same time, as I am telling always, while you are listening to the video, take a notebook and jot down notes. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.